Heyo, what's up? Oh, I'm just going to live on Instagram actually here. There you go. It's better. Alrighty. I put a reel out yesterday on a couple of my socials. I think it was like YouTube and Facebook, I think it was. It'll go out on YouTube or Instagram at some point. But yesterday, was it today? I think it was yesterday. I put it up. And it's about thin people bias and whether I think it's true. So I explained where it was first of all, and then I asked, do you guys think it is true? I've already had like someone on, it must be on TikTok, because someone on TikTok was like, it is true. And I'm like, they were like, it's not, because in the video I said, is it thin people bias is a suggestion that thin people get treated better than overweight people. And I already had someone like, it's not a suggestion, it's fact. And I'm like, well, it can't be fact. It cannot be fact, because fact is true for everything consistently, like gravity on Earth. That's a truth. It's a fact. It's true no matter what, right? So I've already had some trauma. So let's see if anyone else wants to play this game. And if anyone else is actually brave enough to talk about this. I don't know. I feel like it's going to piss some people off, and I feel like it's going to, I don't know what it's going to do, guys. We will see. So basically, I was watching this document, watching the Oprah interview with Rebel Wilson with Oprah. And she was saying, Rebel, for those of you who don't know, she did her like year of health in 2020, and she lost 77 pounds. And she was saying after she lost the weight, she got treated differently. Like people would open doors for her, carry her groceries, and all this kind of like stuff. So she'd be treated better. And she, even though she's a celebrity, people never used to do that for her. But now she's lost the weight, people are now doing it for her. Do I think thin people bias is a thing? Is it possible? Is fatphobia a thing? Because that's another thing, isn't it? Like around those kind of terms. Is fatphobia. Now, I do not like that term at all. Because even if, let's go down this route. Let's say fatphobia is a real thing. People don't like fat people. Let's say that's the definition of it. That is not a phobia. A phobia is being afraid of something. So unless someone's like, yeah, I'm fatphobic, and then see a fat person and then run away and scream, they're not fatphobic. I don't think fatphobia is a real thing, to be honest. Can you dislike people because of their body shape, size, weight? Yes. Just like people dislike people because of their gender, skin color, ethnicity, religion, and a million other things. You know, there's 9 protected characteristics in the UK at least. So I don't believe fatphobia is real. That's that. I don't think that's the right terminology. Can you be treated differently? Yes. I think that is a fair thing to say. But, so thin people bias is the opposite, right? It's treating thin people better than overweight people. But I think there's got to be somewhere in the middle. There has to be, because think about it. If we all treated people based on their size, then everyone would experience similar treatments based on their size, right? So anyone that's like my size would be treated the same. Similarly, someone that's 10 kilograms of weight would be treated similarly, and all the way through. And I don't think this is true. I don't think it is the size of the person. I think it is the person who is doing the treating like shit or treating differently. That is the problem, not the size of the people. So the studies suggest that people who are overweight are seen to be not taking care of themselves via meal prep or exercise. I think that was a good way to navigate that summary of that study. But they were also seen as warmer and more friendly and more able to express emotion versus people who were not overweight. They were seen as more capable because they had more discipline, because they were able to, meal prep and plan for the future and look after themselves versus the overweight people. Now, this is just one study, right? I'm not going to beat the study to pieces or anything, but I think there's something to be said. I was speaking to one of my clients earlier, and I said, what's your future to be like? She's like, yeah, I want to be healthy, happy. I said, what about your relationship with yourself? And she's like, yeah, I haven't really got a bad relationship with myself. I was like, why are you eating why are you eating share bags of chocolate then? That's not looking after yourself, is it? She's like, damn, yeah. So sometimes I think we feel like we look after ourselves, but in reality we don't. And she's not like overweight or anything, but it's just the way we treat ourselves. And this ties into the way that other people treat us, I think. So if I see someone who has achieved greatness, whether this is in athletics, physique, job, career, wherever it may be, I feel like shit, maybe they built a house. That takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of discipline. And I find myself fascinated with those kinds of people who can achieve great things. Now, that doesn't matter to me whether that person is a size 2 or a size 22. It's the reaching of the goal, right? It's the achievement of the goal. It's the sticking with it. And I think what the studies were kind of hinting towards is that potentially, this is not me, got up this morning out there, that potentially what the studies were hinting towards is that when people can delay gratification, you achieve more. And this is true for everything, right? Money, you invest, you sacrifice quick fixes for like long-term compound interest. Maybe you delay going traveling now for like a career so you can save money. You delay maybe your career temporarily while you go and do a qualification or do a course or something. And typically, those that delay gratification see significant fortune at the end versus people who just want the now. And when we look at this in food, people tend to not want to delay gratification. When you're really stressed out and you're like, just give me the cookies, just give me, I don't care about my weight loss anymore. All I care about is the wine, right? You're not delaying gratification. So it would suggest, if that's the way it goes, that you wouldn't achieve much in your physique or health-wise, right? Let's put a general bandage over it. So if you're not achieving things with your physique, then what does that say about the rest of your life? Now, there is a saying that goes, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Maybe you've heard of it. And if that saying is true, if you can't delay gratification with your food, or, instead of wanting to go to the gym and build some muscles, you have some like butt implants or something, what does that say about your work, your ability to reach certain things in work? Now, again, this is not me. I'm just putting a conversation out there for you guys to think about. And I think it is important, though, that we consider how the person might feel. Okay, so not necessarily like if you treat them different, because that's a different thing. But I mean, generally, if you've lost a lot of weight, I'll talk about my story. Okay, so we're not hypothesizing anymore. We're talking actual things that happened. Before I lost weight, because some people don't know this, I lost over 40 pounds. And some people might be like, because you've always had it easy. No. I had to work my ass off to lose the weight. And even now, I still struggle to lose weight. I put it on very easy. I've just got those kind of genetics. Whereas a lot of people are very lucky. They've got really, really fast metabolism. They eat what they want, right? I say food. many people, it's just a few. So when I lost my weight, it wasn't easy. It's not something I just wished for. I had to delay a lot of gratifications. I had to say no a lot of the time. I'd say yes to things I didn't want to, like going to the gym early in the morning, having salad, or saying no to going out with the girls. I had to do that because I knew that what I wanted was going to be worth it. So I then, when I started to lose the weight, I was keeping promises to myself. I was going to the gym at 5. I was like, yeah, this isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. It's fine. I'm going to be fine. I chose, the salad over the burger or the pizza. And then I decided to go out for a walk, even though it's raining. I made all these promises to myself, these little promises, micro promises. And then I felt more confident because I was believing in myself, because I was following through with what I was telling myself I was going to do. So I was doing it. And so when you build up that kind of confidence, you walk different, you speak different, you hold yourself differently. If you look at two people, one that has achieved a load of greatness in life and someone that hasn't, the person that's achieved a lot would probably be more confident and hold themselves, more proud than the person that hasn't, right? Generally speaking. Of course, there are people outside of the catchment, but generally that's what you would see. So if you hold yourself differently, and what I found is that my eyes would be up more than looking on the floor. I wouldn't be on my phone as much. I'd walking around like, please don't look at me, please don't look at me. Please, fade, blend into the background, blend in and no one see me. And instead of doing that, now I was like, do you know what? If I can take my t-shirt off today at the gym. I did have a sports bra on, I will say, but I'd never trained just in a sports bra until that time. So the clothes kind of got smaller and smaller and smaller because I was proud of myself, I was proud of my body, and I was more confident. And I would speak to people. I'd make a real effort to say hello, even though I'm an introvert. I would make myself feel more at ease by saying hello to people, or saying hi to strangers, or talking to the cashier, whatever it was. So by then pushing myself out of my comfort zone because of the confidence I built, I was now talking to more people were approaching me, and you just give off like a different vibe. So I don't think I was treated any differently when I was overweight to when I wasn't overweight. I don't think. Especially with like friends and stuff, like they don't care, do they? And partners and wherever. I don't think I was treated any differently, but I definitely acted differently. And therefore I had more interactions with people. So if I was looking at it from, here goes, he's going to be a difficult way to, here's where the shitstorm's going to come in. If I looked at it from a victim mindset, I might say, well, people were approaching me when I lost weight because I was skinny. Or perhaps I now held myself different. So I spoke to more people, I smiled at people, I looked more open to conversation. And so if I looked at it not from a victim mindset, but instead from like a growth mindset, perhaps I'd see actually it was me holding myself back. Because when we look at people like Lizzo, who obviously are overweight, obese, but are fit, they've got to be fit. She's got to be fit to like dance on the stage and everything, and confident, though this is the part that we're focusing on. People are treating her with the same amount of respect as, I don't want to say Beyonce, because no one is that level, are they? But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter about her size. It's the fact that she's giving off confidence and she's radiating confidence. And I think that's the real crux of this. If you put yourself out there and you are confident, then you're more likely to have more positive feedback, more people talking to you, inviting you to things, more opportunities, versus being like, closed body language, head down, eyes down, closed off, don't want to talk to anyone, avoiding people. Yes, you're going to be treated differently. People aren't going to want to reach out to be like, hey, do you want to hang out this weekend? Or, hey, we're all going for drinks later. Do you want to come? Because you look like you don't want to be there. So why would someone invite you thinking like they're going to reject me? I don't want to put myself out there and ask her because she's going to reject me. so I'm not going to ask her. So there's this real like cycle going around, I think, sometimes. And I think we all have to take responsibility for our own actions, not only about the way we treat others, but the way we treat ourselves also. So we need to treat ourselves with respect as the first thing. And then we have to understand, are we confident? Are you confident? If you're not, do something about it. You don't have to be confident enough to speak on stage. But if you want to be invited to things and you want to have opportunities, you need to be confident in, say it's in work, right? You need to be confident in your work and your ability to lead a team or to manage projects or wherever the job role is. You need to have that confidence. Otherwise, you're not going to get the job. If you want more friends, you need to have the confidence to talk to people, join clubs and courses or whatever kind of thing you want to do. That is out of your comfort zone. So that when you put yourself out there, people are like, oh, well, she likes art just like me. Maybe we could hang out. And so when you're putting yourself in different positions, you're gaining confidence. And by gaining more confidence, people are more likely to approach you. So I think we all have to take responsibilities for our own actions in life. Is it okay to treat people differently based on size? No, it's not okay. But I also think we need to take ownership of what we can control. And if you genuinely feel like that person treats me different because I'm overweight, obese, or the other side, that person treats me different because I'm anorexic or underweight, I'm a hard gainer, I find it difficult to build muscle. Does that person treat everybody that is overweight, underweight, wherever the kind of thing is, the same way? Same as race, right? If someone is treating you different based on the color of your skin, does that person treat everybody that is not white / wherever the same way, or is it just you? And if it's you, it's harsh, but you've got to ask yourself, am I blaming it on something else when actually it's just me? Like that person just doesn't like me. Like people can just not like you, not because you're overweight or underweight, because you're black, or because you're American, or because you're a Tory. I mean, but generally, people could just not like you because you're a dick. Like, there we go. Like, that is the God honest truth. Some people don't like you because you're an asshole. And some people don't like you just because they don't like your vibe. I don't like some people. That's okay. It's not because of the color of skin or their weight or their size or their religion or whatever, because they're a mum, because they're not a mum. Just because I don't like them. Don't like what they stand for. I don't like the way they speak. I don't like the way that they speak about things. I mean, I don't like the way that they, hold themselves, are negative. I don't like the way that they gossip. Like that's nothing to do with anything else. It's just who that person is. I don't like that person. So you need to ask yourself, is it me, or is it, like my skin color, my size, my race, my whatever? Now, if someone's coming up saying you're a fat fuck, I would say that is to do with your body size, right? If someone's not talking to you or not inviting you to things, but they're inviting other people who are overweight or obese, so, whatever kind of protected characteristics we're going to talk about here, maybe they just don't like you. And that's okay too, guys. You don't need to be liked by everyone. Hey, Marie. Marie's doing a cardio probably. So, personally, I've not been treated any differently by others, because of my size. I have been approached more by people since I've lost weight because I hold myself differently. I don't go into the gym like this, head down on my phone, like, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me. I walk into the gym, I'm looking around, I'm looking at things, smiling at people. And guess what? Those people will smile back. And then maybe in a couple of days, they'll say hi. Maybe in a couple of weeks, they'll start talking to me, have a full-on conversation. So it is important to hold yourself to a standard, to take self-responsibility, and to not blame physical attributes, I would say. So that is it. Hope that was as tactful as I hoped it would come across. Treat people with respect, treat yourself with respect, and do what you want to do. People don't like you, fuck them. As long as you like yourself. If you don't like yourself, you need to do something about it. So that's it. If you've got any experiences in this, let me know. Let me know if you think this is true, whether you think, actually, you're full of shit. That's cool too, up for a debate. I've just spoken about my experiences and some of the studies that I've spoken about. So let me know. I'm always curious. Hope you have a fantastic day, guys. I'll speak to you soon.